Hello, Interior Alaska. Hope you had a good weekend. Joe Cook back in the sports seat for you this Monday. And Monday means it's weekend recap time. Your Fairbanks Ice Dogs were faced with a must-win game on the road against their rivals on Saturday night. The game took over 3 hours to finish, but in the end, the Ice Dogs won 6-5 in overtime. At the end of the first period, the Ice Dogs had a daunting 3-0 lead, but the Brown Bears clawed their way back down 4-1. Kenai reeled off 4 unanswered goals between the second and third periods and got their first lead of the game on a goal by who else? Zach Lazaro. But Taylor Munson answered the call, tying the game with 1:36 to go off of the assist from Garrett Clement and Jason Angus. It's 5-5 going into overtime. The man, Clement, scored the game-winning goal 4 minutes and 9 seconds into the extra session, sending the series back to Fairbanks. Angus and Clement finished with 3 points, 2 assists, and a goal to lead the Ice Dogs. Goalie Steve Perry made 31 saves on 36 shots. Both teams combined for 67 shots on goal. Clement talks about the Game 4 game winner.
I think it was Rosie walking down the slot. He shot it just a touch outside, and it banked off the back wall, and I got it on the back door on the other side of the net and just tapped her home. I mean, couldn't have been an easier goal. I was just at the right place, the right time. We're a hard-working team, and we believe in ourselves. So, I mean, we played through a little adversity here. I mean, we were up 4-2 and then gave up 3 and then came back from a 5-4 deficit here. So we just believe in ourselves. So I think we played pretty good.
And on Friday night, the Lathrop Malamute boys soccer team faced one of the top teams in the state, the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears. The Crimson Bears showed the Malamutes they have a ways to go as Juneau rolled to a 7-1 win. Now, Lathrop lost 3-1 in a rematch with Thunder Mountain on Saturday morning, but there was some questionable officiating in that game. How does 23 fouls against the Malamutes to just 4 for Thunder Mountain sound? The Falcons scored 3 unanswered goals in the comeback, despite Lathrop outshooting them 22-4. In the endowment game with Juneau, the Malamutes did get some revenge with a 4-3 win. The game didn't count towards the team's records. Lathrop is 1-2. Their next game is scheduled for April 29th at home against Houston. Hopefully, the field will be ready by then. And some notable achievements took place during the 33rd Toke Trot 10K run walk this past weekend. The course for the race travels along the Alaska Highway, starting and finishing at the Toke Information Center. Ross McDougal took top honors for the men. McDougal also won the annual Spring Fling 2 weeks ago. Teresa Schnurr stole the show Saturday with the trifecta, capturing the women's title for the 3rd consecutive year. Chris Eversman, a Fairbanks resident, created some history despite coming in 2nd. According to race organizers, since 2006, Eversman has finished the race in 1st place during even number years and 2nd place during odd number years. And now a couple of Fairbanksans took top honors over the weekend in the annual Run for Relief 5K Run Walk. The 5K race held at Pioneer Park on Saturday afternoon is a fundraiser which aids oppressed individuals in Burma. Paul Wayfield and Libby Wilhelm were the men's and women's top finishers. The 40-year-old Wayfield completed the 5K course in 20 minutes, 43.7 seconds, more than a minute ahead of Jacob Parker, who finished in 21 minutes, 40 seconds. Rounding out the top 5 men were Christopher Allen in 3rd, Jackson Minke in 4th, and Victor Padilla in 5th. The women's race was a bit closer as Wilhelm posted a time of 24 minutes, 12 seconds to claim the women's title, just 20 seconds ahead of runner-up Heather Craig's 32.7 second time. Kayla Clark was 3rd, followed by Annie Swartz. Andrea Hedvizit was 5th place in that race. And almost similar to the Ironman events, there was a quadlathon event on Saturday that started on skis at UAF's West Ridge and ended with a 1,000-yard swim in the Patty Center pool. The events in the quadlathon has participants begin by skiing 5 kilometers, then they run 4.2 kilometers and bike 13.5 kilometers, and finally swimming 1,000 yards. Chandler Kemp and Julie Schwab captured top honors in the men's and women's division this weekend. Brian Young, one of the unofficial race organizers, said this event was started by a group of enthusiasts. And at the Carlson Center on Saturday, some pups get some records in the outdoor show, an annual Interior Freight Dog Association event. In the ultralight division, dogs weighing 25 to 60 pounds. Roger pulled over 1,500 pounds in 17.34 seconds. In that event, it was also an IFDA record and an event record. In the lightweight division, dogs weighing 60 to 90 pounds, Mossy pulled 1,670 pounds in .07 seconds. Also an event in IFDA record. To round out the record-setting day was Barrow in the middleweight division. Dogs weighing 90 to 125 pounds. Barrow pulled 2,000 pounds in 45.67 seconds. Those are the strongest dogs I've ever heard of in my life. Plenty of treats for them this weekend. They earned it. And we'll have a treat for you tonight with a special sports nightcap with the Ice Dogs and Kenai Brown Bears Game 5 highlights. Time permitting, the last game did go into overtime, but that's a wrap for sports this evening. We'll catch you next time.